Pear. I think Pear is one of the best flavors of Celtic. Okay, it's generally fantastic. And look at that. As soon as I start talking about something I'm passionate about, the game starts.
We're
I hate it.
right into game one. Alright.
I hate it, dude.
Anyways, we're starting on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately going for the deep
And right off the bat,
and
you see how completely different this is?
SGP.
SGP!
You're
Not zoning. You see him forced to play aggressively.
That was a 7
ZTN
second
caught
stop.
so off guard. Oh my goodness.
And SGP right now is running away with his lead.
He just got off to a galloping start. So I just feel like ZTN right now, he needs to slow this down completely. Play from the beginning.
He really needs to use the tools right now to slow this game down.
Did you see that wave bounce charge of the Sun Salutation? That was ridiculous. SGP has to be really careful of the way he's shooting out those Sun Salutations, because ZTN could actually potentially combo it into a shield breaker, like the reflect hit into Phantom.
Yeah. Ooh,
actually crossing him up with the lightning kick, and that's gonna be the Din's 5 for the early kill.
Yeah, ZeroTwoNone's really slowing this game down. Because he knows that he has to, in order to kind of work it, like, whittle his way back up to either making it even or get it even.
So I found this really interesting, the way that SGP started off the game by taking it so aggressively from the beginning. He is now able to have like a better way to play back later in the set, right? Because now he has a lead. It's okay if he takes a couple of hits here and there. Now ZTN's gonna be more so forced to try to approach. That was an interesting command from ZTN. I don't even think the F smash would have killed it, but that's gonna be the dash attack to take the stock. Right now, SGP trying to get another deep breathing, but timing it a little bit too soon. Nicely timed get up attack to be able to get back onto ZTN.
Oof.
Oh my god, Wii Fit's falling now.
Oh my
There's
God.
so much.
That's 40% off one interaction.
Mm-hmm.
SGP right now is just running away with his lead right now.
That's gonna be
there will take it.
wow.
Wow, okay.
No, not it quite yet, yeah. But almost gonna be succumbing to the lightning kick there. Right now, this is exactly where ZTN wants to be, controlling the stage really patiently. I love the recovery mix-up. Still gonna be able to survive the lightning kick from across the stage. You see how slow he is getting back on, shielding very, very nice, knowing that ZeroTwoNone was gonna go with the up air. That could have definitely been the stock, but I like that he didn't overcommit there, and that's gonna be the forward there.
No, I like what SGP did there. He did the header cancel to force ZeroTwoNone into either neutral or roll get up, and that's why he fared to cover both. Because the back hit of fair would have covered the roll get up, and the front hit would just cover neutral.
Yeah, that move's such a fantastic jump call out. You know, it's long, it's kind of destroying it just a little bit, and yeah, it's very active. I think that's like the biggest thing about that move. That move is ridiculously active because you know, like when
crazy, it's kind of crazy hitbox too. Like for what it is, you know, it's a weird hitbox. Anyways, game 2, running it back to PS2.
I think this game would have been a completely different game had ZeroTwoNone been anticipating such an aggressive approach. And you see that ZTN, afraid of another approach like that, backs off and goes for a Phantom just to set up in the beginning. He's afraid of something like that happening again.
I should be right now just, again, playing how he's been playing the entirety of the tournament. Just staying back, using his projectiles to his advantage, and then going in when he needs to. I love the wait. I love the patience in SGP right now.
SGP has such a good idea of how ZeroTwoNone's going to be getting back onto stage. Is what I would say had he not gotten hit by that up air. ZTN goes for that every single time. He found himself getting hit by it. It's okay. You know, not going to do too much damage, not going to kill him or anything, obviously.
Razor roll here, smash. Ooh.
Oh my god, ZeroTwoNone going with the double lightning kick. Gonna be properly punished for it though.
Yeah, ZeroTwoNone was overextending a lot, and SGP caught on.
Really nice catch on the landing, using the up tilt. You saw his dash in, dash back to try to bait ZeroTwoNone to go toward the center stage, and he did, able to get a little bit of extra percent off of it as a result. Almost getting the heading spike as well, but unfortunately ZeroTwoNone was on the edge of the stage there, not quite off the stage. ZeroTwoNone catching that roll in. You see how patient ZTN is really getting back on.
Read the roll and get the smash.
You know, that F smash is brutal, and because of like how generous its hitbox is, capable of killing from either way, but that's the reflected Sun Salutation dealing so much damage to SGP. Not able to find punish on the teleport, was anticipating a teleport in place. I like how he didn't overextend there, he just, you know what, he said fine, he'll get away with it, it's okay.
Taking the stop? Okay. I was not expecting that to go.
Yeah, no, neither was I. It was, I mean, that's like the sweet spot of Din's Fire. That move, I mean, it's definitely deceptively strong. ZeroTwoNone thinking that he would be able to hit SGP with a teleport, though slightly misspacing it. Trying to get another goal with the F smash, not able to find it this time. ZTN adapted properly and went through the neutral get up instead. You see how careful ZTN is like.
Back air or something, and yeah, we got back air and took it.
Well,
really good stuff on SGP though. Really good stuff.
Yeah, taking it with the JV2. You know, that was a super confident game one, and despite the fact that he didn't have like such an amazing start as he did in game one, that was somehow an even more confident game two. ZTN is down 2-0. SGP looks so confident going into game three. I won't be surprised if we do see like the last ditch character switch from ZTN.
I know we got a Robin, Violet, and oh nope, dang, maybe. Wait, is ZTN switching? Alright, nope. Alright, we're going round again.
Honestly, I feel like SGPs are like doing a really good job of catching ZTN's get-up options from the ledge. Especially like able to net relatively early stocks doing that. But otherwise, he's just playing very patiently.
Actually, right now, just like really abusing header right now, or like abuse his header up. Yeah, header cancel that ledge to kind of make force ZTN even move get up.
I love SGP's nail conversions. He's able to get so much damage off of it every time he lands one of those falling nails. That's at least another 20% coming. You already see ZTN at effectively kill percent for deep breathing refit. Just waiting for ZTN to push in a little bit too far, taking the time to go for deep breathing again, and whiffing the Nairu's love. Gonna get back here. Look at this. This is over. No!
He's dead at 24. No. She just went down a little bit too low.
And that's exactly what I mean. Like, Zelda's a character that's just like able to challenge refit, going to where she's most comfortable, off stage, in the corner, under the ledge. You know, having a downer like that, that's as active as it is. And getting the sweet spot on it too. Yeah, no, that was very well played from ZTN. It's exactly what he needed to start to even this up. Going for the jab pressure on shield. He could have potentially like tried to mix it up by going for jab 1 and jab 2, waiting for ZTN's reaction. Nice call out on the double jump there. Right now he has to find a way to land. That was not a good directional air dodge at all. He did not have any resources. ZTN was just waiting. ZTN was waiting for him just to press a button. I like that
Actually, I don't know,
SGP is not afraid to play back even when he's in the deficit. Like that just like shows like how confident he is in his game plan, and that he doesn't like have like really specific modes to his rhythm or tempo. Almost getting the F tilt, but that second one is actually going to be the one to take it. I don't even think he walked up after the first one. I think it's just because ZeroTwoNone extended his hitbox, that the second one was able to connect. I like the option to go through the Sun Salutation. They're surprisingly able to get through the F Smash. Right now, SGP has to find a way to get out of the corner.
Waiting for the platform. Ooh. Really risky up B.
SGP just able to even it back up. This is now, almost dead even.
SGP now has a small percent lead. Oh, up B going to not take it.
Yeah, no, at 60% even on like PS2 that wouldn't kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think at this percent SGP, if you were to get hit by up B1, he might have enough time to DI out of it.
I think, yeah. Both players just trying to keep distance between them right now.
Really nice feedback from the Din's Fire. Gonna get hit by the Sour Spot that time, but over-committing to the header, and ZTN catching that over-commitment with his Din's Fire again. When you're recovering against Zelda, you have to be so careful that you're not pushing any buttons against your Din's Fire, because, you could die. That's it, you could just die. Yeah. You could just, sometimes explode.
Very example there, but ZeroTwoNone played really well. And kind of adapting to, I guess, just adapting in general.
For sure. Game 4, I think, SGP, had it not been for that one call-out that ZTN made for his recovery, that would have been SGP's game, because this went to last hit. So it'll be interesting to see if ZTN is going to be able to assert that kind of a lead from the beginning this time, or how he's gonna just bring this back for himself, because 2-1 right now on SGP's favor. This is not looking super good for ZTN. You know what? I like that positioning from SGP then. He knew that ZTN was going to go for an up air. He wanted to find a way to punish it, so he was just still testing the waters. I think the next time that ZTN is going to go for an up air under the stage like that, SGP is going to be able to find a nice punish for it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll be not taking it. Yeah, definitely not. Ooh.
They're going right into ZTN's left match. Just waiting out the duration of the Phantom. I think that's really interesting. Just, not letting ZTN get the stage control that he wants.
Definitely. Ooh! Down to will take it.
That was so meaty. And meaty's not the right word choice, but that was such a delicious downer. Delicious is the right word choice, because you know what? You just killed him. You just shoved him down. Nothing that ZTN could do there.
No, definitely.
And again, off of those falling nails, able to get so much damage off. But ZTN...
Oh, lightning space, will take the top.
Early stuck with the lightning kick, absolutely. Trying to start something again with the falling nails. ZTN really smart to be ready with his shield there and be able to punish the extended hitbox with Phantom.
He missed the ledge, and ZeroTwoNone turned out running away with the plate.
So this is exactly what I mean, where Wii Fit really wants to be using header when she's off stage, when Wii Fit really wants to be using deep breathing. ZTN can just apply so much pressure with Din's Fire, with Phantom, just gonna stop you from setting up. Just basically saying, yeah, I'm gonna not let you stall. I'm not gonna let you do anything you want, because you have to come up with an answer to these projectiles that I'm throwing out. Because it's if SGP lands a projectile, that's one hit of header, big whoop. But if ZTN lands a Din's Fire, that could potentially be a stock every single time he does it.
Anyways, we're going to game 5. Winner channel.
That game fully went fast. That went fast.
It really is, yeah.
SGP has to be so careful with the way that he's playing off stage. You see him overcommitting to deep breathing. You see him overcommitting to header. And honestly, ZTN's like, okay, I'm gonna dance fire for that. And like he just got blown up with it. I like the downer that he got in the beginning, but very little of that game was actually played in SGP's favor. It seemed like ZTN took the momentum from early on, and he just like stuck with it, you know? He was just like able to hold stage super well. SGP forced to recover every single time, and as a result, you know, met an untimely end. Yeah.
It's really important because that didn't fire really just it basically like invalidates a lot of weakness things off stage. Because again, it can reflect the header back because of percentage gaps. It can kind of just it's a really good edge guard. Also with Phantom applying so much pressure, so much constant pressure.
I think, personally, SGP should try to prioritize when he's recovering more so to worry about getting back to stage first before he is worried about, you know, charging up his deep breathing. Maybe he just has to get a little bit more comfortable with the space, and, like, knowing how far ZTN can reach with his deep breathing, with his dense fire. But also I noticed how he burned his air dodges pretty early as well when he's trying to get back onto stage. And once you burned your air dodge against Zelda, like, that's it. That should theoretically be the stock, right? Because you've suddenly lost your tool that you need to get back against dense fire.
Definitely.
So game 5 hopefully starting in a second. I'm not sure really what the holdup is right now. We might be seeing the potential 3-0, a reverse 3-0 on our hands. Or SGP could come in clutch.
He has to get that lead. And once he gets that lead, he holds it really well.
Yeah.
Like as in the first 2 games. And then third and fourth games, he kind of dropped his lead. And ZeroTwoNone kind of ran away with that. Like you could tell SGP kind of really... It wasn't his game to win.
I also think Battlefield might not have been the best choice, because the way that SGP racks on a lot of damage, he likes to jump on top of characters. He likes to jump on top of Zelda with the falling nail. On Battlefield, I think ZTN just was able to position himself on, just as you said, position himself under the platforms really well in order to, you know, essentially avoid the. But I wonder what the continued holdup is on.
What's with this?
Trevor, any updates as to what's happening?
What?
So
Why?
this tournament inserted the Smash World Tour rule set, and they were asking about DSR. So.
Okay. Was DSR on or off? Oh, anyway. Game 5.
Game 5 gonna be going to FD. I think this is a much better choice for Weepit, because like the times that SGP needs to turn on the aggression, he's able to jump on.
But it's also a really great stage for Zelda as well. He has to get more players heavily reliant on valve. And with FD, there's nowhere for them to do. There's no platforms for them to camp on. It's just a neutral stage for them.
Nice use of the header to call out the mid-air Phantom. SGP, like, very comfortable playing back, trying to jump over ZTN. That was a super nice jump call out using the up tilt, knowing that SGP was not going to go for a hasty out of shield punish, pressuring ZTN in the corner so much, forcing him to prematurely release Phantom with the Sun Salutation. Oh my god. He just rolled through him and F-smashed him. Yeah, if you didn't fire like that in neutral, like, you know, you should be getting blown up with it.
Definitely, yeah.
You see ZTN running off. He was trying to get that preemptive down air once again, but SGP really smart to recover high this time. He has to stay really on his toes coming back to stage against Zelda.
If you really want to play it going, SGP keeping that strong lead. Like,
Getting the sour spot of the teleport once again.
Kind of desperate for a kill right now. That was
Caught
an
the
amazing
mash.
That was an amazing call out. That was a
he
really good call
knew
out.
that ZTN was gonna go for you know, just like anything out of the up throw.
Yeah. Well,
And it also
up
just
B
like
won't
really
make-
helps that she low profiles in such a way when she is releasing her F smash. So I think even though ZTN was like aiming for the head, Wii Fit like kind of slightly ducked under it for the very last hit.
Definitely. ZeroTwoNone really has to pick this up if he wants any chance of winning. Because, as I said, SGP will keep that lead and will run away with it. You see,
Yeah,
works
no,
best,
you saw how many
Jack-
falling nails he landed? He landed 4 nails and an up
and
air.
so much
That's
time-
it.
That's not it.
Oh, almost getting it, but
Right.
he was a little bit too close to the edge there. You know, I'm sorry, Zelda has a really good roll from ledge. I mean,
The
Wii Fit could do
Phantom
just
is
about
right there.
anything at this point.
That's
That's
take
it. GG's.
You're running away with it.
No KO screen, no nothing. Just like that's it. A clean dash attack. That's it. Done. We're out of here. Well, not quite. That was winning's final. So there's still quite a bit more. But I want to say